a special Saturday evening live Shopping Sherlock webinar presentation, business overview. My name is Brandon Ivey. I am a global with Shopping Sherlock, and I am logging in from Los Angeles, California. Just got back a few days ago for a week-long Shopping Sherlock Convention at Sea cruise vacation, where we left Miami and went to Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. And I got to tell you, I am more excited now than I was before, and even more so committed to what we have going on. It was a fantastic trip. I wish all of you guys could have been there. We had the ability to meet some of the top world leaders from all over the world, from Kazakhstan, from Japan, from Sweden, from the UK. It was a phenomenal trip. My wife just loved it. I spent the last last 2 days making the videos and the pictures and putting all that stuff together, which at the end of this presentation, I will share one of the videos that I just made. I just finished maybe a couple of hours ago. And then at the top of the hour after the presentation, we're going to be having our regular Saturday night mindset training, and the topic's going to be feel, felt, found. And the reason why I chose that topic, because I had a chance to meet for the very first time a woman from the UK named Miles Galindo, and she shared with me her story, and how her watching my videos have helped her in her business and her team. And it was a feel, felt, found. And I went back in my records and realized I have not done that training in I think maybe a year. It's been a long time since I've done that. So I'm going to specifically focus on that, because once you learn that skill, it will help you in anything that you do, no matter whether you're in this business or not. So stick around for that. That's going to be at the top of the hour. So let's go ahead and get started. Once again, thank you for taking time out of your schedule on a Saturday. This is an unscheduled presentation. We normally don't do them, but because we just got back from the cruise and I'm excited, this is the first presentation since the cruise, and I'm looking forward to sharing this with as many people as possible, because this is going to be an explosive year, a groundbreaking year for our company and for those people who get involved with us right now. So this is indeed the opportunity that you have been looking for. You see, I've been in the industry of network marketing for over 16 years. I've had a lot of success. I've also had a lot of failures. But my success has allowed me to walk off my job and retire at the age of 36 years old. It has allowed me to be able to do my business from home. My time is my own. I get to go as I please. I get to watch my children grow up without having to give them to a babysitter and going off to work. I mean, I'm a six-figure a year earner in this industry, and it's phenomenal, and it's something that everybody should experience. And I applaud you for at least taking the chance to say, you know, I want more out of life than what I've been currently getting. And maybe a home-based business can do that for me. But the biggest obstacle or challenge is trying to find the right business. But before you choose the right business, you must choose the right industry. Because you can be in the greatest business in the world, but if you're not in the right industry, it's not going to do you any good. Anybody ever remember Blockbuster Video? You know, that was at one time was a billion-dollar entity, or Hollywood Video. Billion-dollar entity. Business couldn't be better. And something called Netflix and the internet came on the scene. And Blockbuster had the opportunity to shift their business model to get ahead of the trends. They had the database, they had the money to do so, they had the network to do so. And you know what they said? No, we're going to continue with business as usual. And now they went the way of the dinosaur, because they didn't get ahead of the trends. And what are those trends that I'm talking about? Well, I'm talking about the internet. You see, the internet isn't a fad. It is a platform for evolution in communication, commerce, and culture. If you're not on the internet today, you must be living underneath a rock, right? Now, I grew up without the internet, so I know what life is like without the internet, but my kids, that's all they know. The internet is so pervasive in our lives that it is as important to us as electricity. I spent 6 days out in the middle of the ocean with no internet connection. Now, the only reason I didn't go crazy was because I was on a luxury cruise ship and I was going to Jamaica and the Bahamas. But if I was here at home, being disconnected for that long, I would have been bouncing off the walls. So this is no secret that the internet has changed the world. Success is getting in front of the right trends at the right time and executing. Do you know what the fastest growing industry on the planet is today? And I asked that because 2013, I didn't know the answer to that question, or I thought I did, and I would have been wrong. The industry is called e-commerce. It is the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind, and it is happening right underneath everybody's nose. You know what they say? You know, the best things in the world are things that's being hidden in plain sight. That's what this is. It is being hidden in plain sight because everybody is involved in it. E-commerce is the second industrial revolution, the modern day gold rush. It is disrupting every single economy on the planet. Our opinion doesn't matter. Whether we believe it or not doesn't matter. It's happening. And we are at the beginning of a 10-year golden age of this e-commerce explosion, and it's only going to happen once. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Fortunes will be made during this time, and fortunes are already being made. Google, Facebook, Twitter, Yahoo, Pinterest, the list goes on and on. Through the midst of the worst recession in American history, any business that's involved in e-commerce has exploded. Mark Zuckerberg went from 11 billion to 34 billion worth in 2 years because of e-commerce and the mobile app. Now, if you still don't understand what e-commerce is, it's the ability to make purchases through a mobile device and the internet instead of going down to your local stores. It's more convenient, it's cost effective, and it's just plain cool to do so. So let's talk about this for a second. E-commerce sales around the world are expected to reach $2 trillion in 2015. From 2003 to 2012, e-commerce sales reached $1 trillion. It went from 55 billion to 1 trillion in less than a decade. To put this in perspective, the automobile industry took 100 years to become a $1 trillion industry. Now think about that. Everybody around the world loves cars, right? We don't have horse and buggy anymore. Cars revolutionized the world, but the internet and e-commerce is bigger than the automobile industry. It's even bigger than the airline industry. It only took less than a decade to become a $1 trillion industry, growing at 20% a year. Now, by the year 2018, it is expected to be a $5 trillion industry. If we just got 1/10 of 1% market penetration, that makes us a $5 billion company, and we have no competition right now. No competition. Nobody knows what's going on. You guys are the first to hear about this. The question is, now that you know about the knowledge, what are you going to do with it? You see, China alone will have 540 million smartphone users. Just 1/10 of 1% of that is 540,000 affiliates and customers. That alone makes us a multi-billion-dollar company in just one country. Introducing to you the next giant web innovation is called Shopping Sherlock. Shopping Sherlock helps you find the best deals on items that you're going to buy anyway from your mobile device. That's right. All the Sherlock is a mobile app. Mobile app is going to help you save money and time on items that you want to buy. Now, the company is going to be 3 years old in May, so we're new, but we're not that new. We've been in profit since our second month in business. We're a debt-free company, headquartered in Santa Monica, California. The CEO is Mr. Michael Weeder. He's an internet marketing guru. He has years of success in expos. He has funded and consulted for other online network marketing companies. We're also backed by Laurel Langmeyer. She's known as the Millionaire Maker. She's the best-selling author of over 5 books. She's helped thousands of people become millionaires. She's been on a movie called The Secret, so you can look her up on the internet. She is an investor, co-owner, and affiliate with Shopping Sherlock. Now, in 2014, which was our second full year in business, we were able to triple all revenue from 2013. Now going on our 8th month of record-breaking growth. But here's the one thing that really catches me. With all this growth that we have not even hit momentum yet. See, when a company first gets started, if they are successful, they normally have 4 phases of growth. You've got the formulation phase, where they're just really getting their product and everything together, their idea. They've got the concentration phase, when they're mastering the marketing, the message, the company culture of that product. And then you hit momentum, where massive growth takes place. The momentum phase is where millionaires are created. Right now, Sherlock is ending the formulation phase and just getting started in the concentration phase. I want to use Nu Skin as an example. You've heard of Nu Skin. They got started in 1984. Nu Skin went from 84 to 89, 5 years, to a $40 million company. It took them 5 years to get to a $40 million company. After they left their formulation phase, they went into concentration phase. And in concentration phase, they went from 40 million to 240 million in 1 year. They still did not hit momentum. 6 years in, still haven't hit momentum, but they're a $240 million company. From 1990 to 1991, they went from 240 million to $500 million. Now they're in momentum. And then to 1993, $1 billion. They created over 500 millionaires on their way to becoming a billion-dollar company. We have less than 5,000 active reps in the United States alone in Shopping Sherlock. How many of you are going to become millionaires through this phase? We haven't even hit the momentum phase yet. So talk about timing and positioning. Now, what does the Sherlock actually do if you're still a little bit confused? See, if you're familiar with Google, then Sherlock should be easy to understand, because Google, everybody uses. Whenever you want to search for something, you Google it, right? But does Google bring up to you the cheapest products on what you're looking for, the cheapest items? No. Google brings up to you the most popular websites, websites with the most traffic, and websites that have spent the most money on advertising dollars. And who has time to go through 404 million hits? How many of you ever look past the first or second page of Google? I know I don't. So you're not getting the best deal. And it's going to take you a long time trying to search for the best deal. See what Sherlock does, the Sherlock does the exact same thing. You type in the search bar, whatever it is you want to buy, and the Sherlock will search the entire internet and price compare for you to find you the best deal. We say don't Google it, Sherlock it. It's going to help you save both time and money. I'm going to use Nu Skin as an example. Nu Skin offers their top product is a cell renewal fluid. They sell it on their website for $74. $74. But here's the problem. And it's not even the fact that Sherlock is causing this problem. It's just a problem in general that all product-based companies are going to be exposed to because of the internet. Why would I go to the Nu Skin website to buy this product that works for $74 when I can just go online and get it for $46? Let's talk about Jeunesse, one of the hottest growing companies out there right now. They also have a cellular rejuvenation serum, but they sell it for $134.95. This is their top selling product. But why would I go to Jeunesse and buy that product when I can Sherlock it and get the exact same product for $59.95? If the product works and the product is good, I don't need to go to the Jeunesse website to get it. Why spend all that money? See, those companies need to mark their products up by 70% to remain profitable and pay out commissions to their organization. But the internet is disrupting that. Now we can get the same products for 50 to 70% off. Here's some other items. Have you ever needed print cartridges before? See, I buy these print cartridges and Office Depot sells them for $71.49. Sherlock then got it for $13.99. That's $57.50 savings on the item I'm going to buy anyway. So would you rather spend $71 or $13 on the exact same item? Talk to Vizian. Vizian saved money on print cartridge that she purchases. Regular price like $70, $80. I found it for $9.99. Same print cartridge. What about VR Pro Driver? Golf clubs. Regular online search, $479. We Sherlocked and he got it for $149.99. That's $330 savings, 69% off. It's the same exact golf club. It's not a hand-me-down. It's not swap meet. What about Mike Kors coats? Macy's had an online sale. They brought it down from $275 to $219. Great deal, right? Until we Sherlocked it and found it for $134 plus free shipping. That's $85 savings. A friend of mine, he makes $100,000 a month in another company. He bought a brand new house cash, and he was looking to buy a brand new TV. He wanted this flat screen, 78-inch curved smart TV. Regular price $8,900, and he was about to buy it. We Sherlocked it and got the same exact TV for $34.75, over $5,000 savings. See, I don't care how much money you make. $5,000 is $5,000. I don't know anybody who's willing to spend more money just because they could, when they can spend less for the same exact item. See, here's my point. Most people live on a fixed income. They go to work, they get paid, they pay their bills, and whatever's left over they use to buy food, clothing, they go shopping. You know, that's their monthly budget. But we could save the average household $150 to $300 a month on items you're going to buy anyway. See, those other companies sell products, and they're great. The products work, but they're not a necessity. We don't sell anything here. We only show you how to save money on items you already love to buy anyway. It's a win-win situation. So we give our product away for free and build a team of people that do the same. Advantage is we pay out 68% on every dollar that comes through the door. We have no product that you need to inventory and pass out samples. And we help people save time and money on items that they're going to buy anyway. And we do this by giving away a mobile app. See, everybody has a cell phone. Somebody told me the other day, hey, Brandy, you need to get into the coffee business. I said, I don't drink coffee. I said, you don't need to. 70% of the planet does. That's true. But how many people on the planet has a cell phone? Oh, I don't know, everybody, right? Everybody's got a smartphone or two. You know, back in the days, you only had one line in your household. Now you go into the average American home, you've got maybe a landline if they still have one, but probably 5 or 6 wireless smartphones and up to 10 wireless devices in the home. This is where technology is going. So we give the Sherlock away, and anybody can download the Sherlock to their phone. But here's the catch. Not everybody can start using it unless they have a special invite code given to them by somebody that is already in the business. See, every single person in the business gets their own unique ID code, and that ID code is able to track all of your customers so you get paid. You get credit for people using the Sherlock. Now, here's an example. My wife, and some of you may be like this. My wife says, yeah, I understand online shopping and all that good stuff, saving money, but I like to get the shopping experience. I like to go to the stores. I like to try things on. I like to touch, feel, and look at all the items. And I say, great, go ahead and do that. But guess what she's carrying with her at all times? Her smartphone. You know what? While I was on the cruise, those of you who were on the cruise, I don't know if you noticed, but I always had my smartphone in my hand. Now, we had no internet access. We had no cell reception. But why did I have my phone in my hand? Here's the reason. The excuse I used was because I was using it to take pictures and stuff, which is true. But the real reason is I'm so used to it being in my hand, I kind of feel naked without it. Any of you like that? I don't know, maybe I'm the weird one. But I kind of feel naked without the phone in my hand because it's my personal assistant. It does everything for me. I don't use the phone to talk. I use the phone for Skype, for texting, Facebook, all the other good stuff. But I tell my wife, put your phone out. So you find the item that you want to buy. And then you go to the search bar and type it in. And see if the Sherlock can find you a better deal. So you know what happens there? Two things it solves. Number one, it satisfies my wife to get the shopping experience, and it satisfies me because I know she's going to save money when she spends my money, right? We also have a price scanner where you can scan the barcode of whatever that item is and see if the Sherlock can find you a better deal. And in fact, instead of me telling you about it, let me show you. Take a look at this video right here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What's the price of this?
How much? Oh, that's 160 pounds.
Oh my. Can I try my Sherlock?
Sure.
Better price?
Sure. You try. Maybe we can find a cheaper one using our price scanner, isn't it?
Yeah. Price scanner. Price scanner. Let's see. Let's see. It scans now. Oh, we found it. Yes.
And how much?
Clark's Women's Special. This is the one. Oh, look. 106 now. It's 129. Wow, that's 31 pound savings. A 31 pound savings.
My, wow, what a big savings, isn't it? You saved it.
Now, how cool is that? And let's do a quick mic check. If you guys can still hear me, type one in the chat box. But how cool is that? The ability to scan an item and still get the best deal wherever you go. It's like you've got your own personal shopping Sherlock assistant or shopping assistant with you everywhere you go. You can even book hotels and flights using the Sherlock. We booked our hotel to Miami and our flight to Miami through the Sherlock. I just booked today my hotel for the European Convention in Birmingham, UK, using the Sherlock. Why? Because I got a better deal. I saved money. I think it was $30-something I saved using the Sherlock instead of going directly to the hotel. We even have daily deals, which is tied to our Groupon. And Groupon, you guys all know what Groupon does. They offer you all the best businesses that can give you discounts and coupons in your local area based on geolocation. So you can find any of your local stores and get the best discounts and coupons. And we are in beta right now because we're launching our very own form of a Groupon called Best in Social. How would you like to be able to sign up businesses on the Sherlock and let the businesses offer discounts and coupons? And every time somebody signs up or buys something from that business, since you signed the business up, you get paid. And let me add that we sign up the businesses for free. The businesses don't even have to pay to be on the Sherlock. How would you like to be able to do that? That's currently in beta right now, and you're going to be seeing a whole lot about that because that, as well as our nonprofit platform, which I don't even have time to go into on this presentation, you guys, it's just going to take this company to the whole nother level. We also have a fantastic marketing system. Our marketing system allows you to track all of your customers from anywhere around the world. So think about it. Do you think Americans are the only ones who shop online? No. People overseas shop online far more than Americans do. We're behind the times on this. Go to Europe, go to Asia. That's all they do. They shop online, and they do it through their mobile devices, not on desktop computers. So how would you like to get paid while you sleep? How would you like to get paid in a different currency? How would you like to get paid in a different language? And different currency is cool. We were able to get some currency in Grand Cayman Islands. My wife thought that was the coolest thing. How would you like to get paid in those different currencies? And you have a system to track all of your customers. How would you like to get paid when your customers share the app with their friends and family? So now you're going to get paid on customers you didn't even sign up. Now, as an affiliate, you can benefit even more. You share the product, the free product with your friends, and as they benefit, so do you. See, here's how we get paid. Every time you give the Sherlock away and someone's actively using it, it pays out as of right now. I think I got to check the report again. I think it got up to $2.50. But I'm going to go with the month before at $2.32. $2.32 per active Sherlock. So you give it away to 50 people, that's over $100 a month. Who can use an extra $100 a month? What if you give it to 500 people and they're actively using it? That's over $1,000 a month. Well, I don't know 500 people, Brandon. You've got 5,000 Facebook friends. Everybody you talk to has a smartphone. It takes 5 seconds to download it onto their app. And they all spend money shopping online. $1,000 a month. You know, that could change some people's lives. You might not be able to walk off your job, but you might be able to change your zip code. Change the type of car you drive, the clothes you wear, the food you eat. Change where you send your kids to school. Pay off that credit card debt. Stop that repossession. Take that vacation you always wanted. Pay down your mortgage. $1,000 a month on top of what you're already making can change people's lives. And you can do that without signing a single person up in the business, just by giving the product away for free. Now, what is the cost of getting started? See, the average company charges $500 to $1,300 just to sign up in their business. Sherlock is only a one-time fee of $249 to have your very own business. That's less than the cost of the smartphone in your hand right now. The monthly is just $34.95 a month. That's less than your monthly cell phone bill every single month. $1.15 a day, less than a day's cup of coffee. Now let me show you how you can earn $500 a month without signing anybody up onto your team. First, use the product yourself. I tell my wife this all the time. Before she spends a dime, she better Sherlock it first. And you know, it's like a double-edged sword now, because every day there's packages coming to the door. And when I look at it and my wife says, oh, that's for me. And she said, oh, don't worry, I Sherlocked it. And I say, oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. You'll spend money. But because she Sherlocked it, I knew at least she saved money. So I think she's getting over on me on that one. You know, I haven't figured it out yet. But how about getting $200 a month in product savings on things you're going to buy anyway? That's an extra $200 back in your pocket. Did you also know that since you're in the business, this is a tax write-off business? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The cruise we just went on, 100% tax write-off. It's like I went on the cruise for free. 100% write-off. So you look at an average of $200 a month, tax benefits. If you don't make a dime in the business, because your first year in business, your first 12 months, total cost is $668. Some companies charge more money just to be in business, just to get started. The tax benefits alone put you in profit at the end of the year because you're going to be given a 1099. So nobody can ever say in our business that they spent more money than they made. They can never say that. Also, give the Sherlock away to 100 people. They're actively using it. That's another $200 a month. That's $500 a month back in your pocket without signing up a single person on the team. Now, here's another way we get paid. There's 9 ways that we get paid. It's by sharing the business with other people. They buy the Sherlock system for $249. Every time you enroll 2 people, you earn a $100 bonus. Every time you enroll 2. Our superstar out of Fresno, Vivian, I forgot. I think she did 5 in her first week, something like that. 3 or 4 her first day. Every 2 you do is $100. There's no limit. I have personally enrolled over 100 by myself. But we only have 2 teams, one on the left and one on the right. So what happens if you enroll more than 2? Well, this opens up another way we get paid. they're going to fall under the next available position on your team. I had a guy that just reached out to me today from Phoenix. He's been very busy in his other business that he owns. He hadn't looked at his report, and over the last month and a half or so, he had like over 40 people on his team. He's only enrolled one, but he's going to get paid on all of them because there's spillover. But every time you have two on your left and two on your right that pay their $249 to get started, that triggers one cycle of $50. Now, you may say that's not a lot of money. Well, here's one thing that you have to understand that I had to understand when I first saw this. Most companies pay out 7 to 10 levels deep. Sherlock, we pay out through infinity. Infinity, which means it just keeps going and going and going. Every two on the left and two on the right is $50. See, in my last company I was a part of, I was the #1 producer. We put at 6,000 people in a year and a half. But guess what? On those 6,000 people, 2,000 were on my levels 1 through 7, and I only got paid 7 levels deep. So there's 4,000 people on my team I did not get paid on. And my best producers were below my 7th level. Here in the Sherlock, we get paid through infinity. So it may not be the first few people on your team who really take you to the promised land. It could be somebody 30 levels below you who all of a sudden blows up, and you're going to get paid on everything they do as well. Let me show you how you can earn $2,000 to $8,000 a month. Here's how. We call this the power of 2. Let's just say all you did was found at least 2 people to join your business. And let's say you did this in your first week. But you duplicated that, meaning your second week in business, you teach those 2 how to get their first 2 people. Your third week in business, you teach those 4 how to get their first 2. Your fourth week in business, you teach those 8 how to get their first 2. This continues every single week. You only got 2. Remember, you only got 2. This isn't where you got to go out there and recruit a whole bunch of people. Just duplicate. 8 weeks later, let's say 2 months from now, would you be okay making $2,000 a week? Would that be okay? What if you were a little slow? It took you longer to do so. It took you 30 days to get your first 2. And it took them 30 days to get their first 2. And it took them 30 days to get their first 2. You might be 4 months in. You really haven't made that much money. But all of a sudden, 8 months later, you're making $2,000 a month. 8 months is going to come anyway. Whether we like it or not, we can't escape time. What could you do with an extra $2,000 a month on top of what you're earning right now just by showing people how to enroll to and duplicating it? We have a woman in Kazakhstan. I just got this report this morning. She made over $4,000 this week. All right? $4,000 this week. When she first joined the business last September, she's just brand new, last September. On her job, she was making $1,000 a month on her job. The average, she's from Kazakhstan, the average monthly income in Kazakhstan is $250 a month. So her making $1,000 a month, she's doing pretty well in that country, above average. But now, she's making over $15,000 to $20,000 a month. She makes more money in 1 month than most people make in 3 years on their job in her country. Can you imagine that? She's only been in the business 5 months. Now, I will say this is not a get-rich-quick scheme or scam. If somebody told you that, I'm sorry they lied to you. This is a legitimate business that takes time to grow. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Now, every time those same 2 people, every month they're going to be paying their $34.95. And when they pay their $34.95, guess what's going to happen? Here goes another cycle. You're going to get a $10 cycle. That also goes down through infinity every single month. Now, all references to income implied or stated through this document in the Shopping Sherlock comp plan does not guarantee any level of income or earnings to any affiliate. Earnings from the Shopping Sherlock comp plan depend solely on web app usage, sales, and each affiliate's skill, ability, and personal application. Now, here's our ladder of success. Everybody starts off as an affiliate. And as an affiliate, you're going to get paid for just giving the Sherlocks away for free. Anytime you want to raise, go give the Sherlock away to somebody else and let them actively use it. The next position, to be able to get paid on the $50 and the $10 cycle down to infinity, you must become a star affiliate. You must personally enroll 2 people and give away 5 Sherlocks. How many of you are on this webinar are a star affiliate? Type me in the chat box. Star affiliate, just 2. You now can earn up to $2,000 a week as a star affiliate. The next position is called power affiliate. As a power affiliate, you need to personally enroll 4 and have a total of 12 on your team and give away 10 Sherlocks. You do this in your first 15 days, you're going to get a $200 bonus. You will now get a raise. You're going to earn up to $3,000 a week. And you're going to get a 20% check match on all the people you personally enroll, all the Sherlocks they give away. You get a 20% check match. The next position is called global affiliate. This is the game changer position. As a global affiliate, you must personally help 12 people become a power just like you. You do this and have 20 customers. You do this in your first 180 days, around 6 months. You know what's going to happen? You're going to get a $2,000 bonus check. You now get a raise. You can earn up to $20,000 a week as a global affiliate. You're going to get a 20% check match, not just on the people you personally enroll, but on every single person on your team. Every time they cycle for $50 or $10, you get 20% of it. So let's say you help 600 people on your team earn $100 a month each. You're getting 20% on every single person. That's $12,000 a month. Just by helping 600 people earn $100. I started going crazy with the numbers. I said, well, wait. What if I had 6,000 people on my team? 6,000 people. You know, that's 6 figures a month. Now we're talking. See, some of you may only be looking to make a couple of $100 a month, and that's okay. Some of you a couple of $1,000, that's better. Some of you want to walk off your job, that's even better. Or some of you are like me, and you're here because you want to become a millionaire. What? Is that possible? Absolutely. Here's another reason why. See, you're no longer considered just an affiliate with the company. You are a co-owner of Shopping Sherlock. The company has 2.5% equity set aside in a pool for all the globals. So what that means is, how did people at Facebook, at Apple, Microsoft, WhatsApp, Alibaba, how did they all become millionaires? Because they owned equity in the company. When this becomes a billion-dollar company, all of the globals are worth $25 million combined. You guys understand that? See, I'd much rather have that plan than the alternative. What's your retirement plan? A 9-to-5 job? If you're lucky enough to have the same job without getting fired or laid off for the next 40 years of your life, the government states that 97% will retire broke, dependent on family, government, and friends by the age of 65. 10,000 baby boomers retiring a day, a trend that's going to keep continuing for the next 10 years. No more pension, no more savings, no more 401k. Retirement, Social Security is a joke. You end up becoming a Walmart greeter. Is that the plan? I'd rather put my head down 3 to 5 years in a company like this, own equity in it, and become a multi-millionaire before I'm 42 years old. I'm 38 right now. I was looking for something that I can be 40 10 years from now, when I turn 48, that I have a legacy I can leave behind for my family, and residual income continue to come in month after month after month. All of us still got paid while we were on vacation in the Cayman Islands. And the top position is called Diamond Affiliate. You must have 40 Sherlock customers. You're going to get a raise. You're not going to get a 30% check match on your entire team until the next global hit. You're going to get a 10% override. How would you like to get a check match on an entire country? John Campbell and his wife, Anita, had the opportunity to sit down for dinner 2 nights in a row with Simon Brooks. He's the #1 money earner in the entire company. He's the first $1 million earner. He sits on top of Kazakhstan, as well as the UK and probably everything else. But Kazakhstan just got started. He's never been. He doesn't speak the language. He doesn't plan on going. He didn't sign up anybody over there, but he's the upline diamond. I think they fall on his, 30th or 40th level on his team. He's getting a 10% check match on every single person in Kazakhstan. So the woman I told you about that made $4 grand this week, Simon made 400 off of her. He's never met her before. How would you like to get a 10% check match on every single person? See, like I said, less than 5,000 active reps in the United States alone. We only have 2 diamonds in the entire company. Chuck Williams is the other in St. Louis. Simon is in the UK. Nobody knows who we are. We're brand new. We're just getting into concentration phase. We have nobody in South America, nothing happening in Canada, nothing in Australia. We already know that 75% of our business has come out of Asia, and we have less than, 600 reps in all of Asia. There's 1 billion people in India, more than 1 billion people in China, Japan, 265 million people. I think I did that right. Japan, 265 million. And the #1 money earner is in the UK. This is wide open. 125 million is in Japan. With less than 600 reps in all of Asia. Who wants it? Who's going to be the first? The person who's going to make the most money in our company hasn't even heard of our company yet. They don't even know we exist. But how would you like that person to fall in your organization? Your downline 2 or 3 years from now? That's exactly what's going to happen. 90 days from now, your life can be completely different. Imagine how you feel to be able to spend more time with your kids and less time at work. Get back with the person who invited you. Let them know whether you're in or out. If you're in, great. Pull out your credit card and get signed up. Don't wait or hesitate. I met a woman in Vegas last year who she hesitated for 5 minutes, and that 5-minute hesitation cost her more than $20,000 because her friend signed up first. Instead of being under her, she was underneath her friend. Lost out on 20 grand. I like that, John. Or more time with your girlfriend. If you decide this is not for you, that's okay. At least do yourself a favor. And download the app for free and save yourself money next time you go shopping. Try it out. It works. Now, you decide to join us. We're not going to throw you out to the ocean to see if you can sink or swim. We're going to teach you every step of the way on how to build your business. One thing that we announced is rebranding of Shopping Sherlock. That's going to happen at our European convention in September. We're not just Shopping Sherlock anymore. We're Sherlock Nation, where we have Shopping Sherlock. We have Best in Social. We have nonprofit organization. We've got Sherlock University. And then we're going to be having Sherlock Travel. We have a lot coming. This company is not going to be the same since I first joined. It's not even recognizable anymore. We didn't even have the app when I first joined the business. The time, like I said, we're in concentration phase, getting started now. Fortunes are going to be made. People are going to become millionaires. Who's going to be the first 1,000 millionaires in Sherlock? I want a lot of them to be from the United States. what we're looking for. We have webinars and presentations that take place daily. We have websites that assist you in your training. You have all the upline support you need. The only way you fail in this business is because you absolutely did nothing. You've got to put effort into it. And more importantly, we are building a Sherlock community, a culture to our business. If you got here early, I already played a clip that's called The Culture of Shopping Sherlock that showed off our past events and all the people. But I am going to play right now, and it's going to be a little break, but I'm going to play it right now. When the video is done, we're going to come back, and I'm going to do training on Feel, Felt, Found. So you can take a quick 10-minute break. But this video is a video sharing the Sherlock stories from the cruise this past week. So you're going to be able to hear from some of the people on the cruise, see some videos and some images of it. And then we're going to come back and we're going to do the Feel, Felt, Found training. So thank you guys for joining us this tonight. I'm excited. I'm fired up. And here's a seed of warning. I will be a millionaire with this company. And I will do it with or without the current team we have. So I'm looking for people who want it half as bad as I do. Just half as bad as I do. And we're about to take off right now. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. Here is the video.
Landmass that is out there. See mountains? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Cuba, probably. Cuba, yeah, you're right. I will never forget you. Serge, you got me, I got you.
Why Chubby Sherlock?
All right, first, tell me your name, where you're from.
Hi guys, Fraser Brooks here, live on, actually I don't know where we are, we're in the sea somewhere, somewhere between Jamaica, Cayman Islands and Miami. Anyway, my name's Fraser Brooks, I'm from Liverpool, all the way from Liverpool, UK, loving Shopping Sherlock, global affiliate, been involved just under 3 years now, made $290,000, so it's working. Make sure you're on the next one, can't wait to see you there.
All right, and your name?
It's Lily Barney.
From where, Lily?
From UK.
All right, how do you like the Sherlock cruise?
Sherlock cruise is very amazing.
All right. And Miles?
Oh, hi, my name is Miles Galindo and I'm from London. It's our first time with, this is Gabriel, my husband. It's our first time to be in the cruise in Shopping Sherlock and it's fantastic. I found an extended family here, Shopping Sherlock, and experience and sharing our stories is amazing. I've been crying of joy, and this time I know how to move on and grow, and this will help me to give my strength to continue and helping other people.
All right. Wait, bye-bye, everybody.
Yay!
All right, tell me your names. Where are you from?
I'm Keisha from Illinois. Tonya Hayes from Georgia.
All right, now this is the end of the trip. How do you like this trip, the Sherlock cruise?
I loved it from the first moment my mom picked me up in Tallahassee, Florida. I was so excited, and then when I got on it, it was even more fun. It was a lot, like it was just undescribable.
Good,
and
good.
meeting everyone from different countries was just like an amazing experience, because I didn't think it was going to be like this, but I met a lot of great people, funny people, and hardworking people.
Fantastic.
Yes, so for me, I've been cruising for over 30 years, and this is like my best cruise ever. The Sherlock people here are just wonderful people. It's like a family, which this is why I'm still in the business, because it is like a family. And you learn so much from the leaders here, and I mean, they just motivate you and want to make you do better and to help others save money. And anybody that is not in Sherlock and is not working it are crazy. Get in Sherlock. This is like the easiest money that you can make. So I'm going for first diamond female ever.
There you go.
That's my goal.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies. See you back at shore. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Tell me your name and where you're from.
John and Anita Campbell, Kingsport, Tennessee.
So how did you like the cruise? What did you like about it?
Well, the first thing I liked is that I wasn't seasick. That was great. Really great time. I mean, the cruise was great. Hanging out with all these folks was fantastic. And then the information we got on this thing is invaluable.
Fantastic. Anita?
This is my first time at the Sherlock event, and I really do feel part of the family now. And it's wonderful to meet and hug the people that I've heard my husband John talk about for all this time, and it's been wonderful.
All right. Wait, bye-bye. See you next time. Even where you're from?
My name's Hilma Lawrence. I'm from Wolverhampton in England, in the UK.
All right.
My name's John Lawrence from Wolverhampton in the UK.
How you like the cruise?
We thought the cruise was amazing.
Absolutely fantastic. Wish you were here.
All right. Wait, bye-bye. State your name and where you're from.
This is Chuck Williams from St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, I'm Diane Williams from St. Louis, Missouri.
Now, how did you feel about the Sherlock cruise?
Sherlock cruise was absolutely amazing. There's an opportunity to get away with my wife, my daughter, my niece, and a lot of our Sherlock friends, and make new friends on the cruise. The excursions were awesome, the food was awesome, the weather could not have been any better. Our only regret is you weren't here with us. I encourage everybody to do whatever you have to do. My wife and I, we won this cruise. It was free, the airfare, the cruise itself. There'll be contests in the future. You can do it too. And so I encourage you, don't say, oh, I can't. Say I can, and then go about getting it done for you and your family. Even if you come close and don't fully earn the full trip, you earn a discount. And it's a tax-deductible fun of the sun. So God bless you. You're with a great team, and we hope you come join us on the next cruise.
Come join us.
All right. Wait, bye-bye. All right, tell us your name and where you're from.
My name is Eddie Backlevick. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Now, what do you like about this cruise? You having a good time?
I'm having a blast on this cruise. I really like going up the waterfalls in Jamaica and swimming with the dolphins.
All right. Well, all right. Say goodbye to everybody. Anything you want to say? Anything else you want to say?
My favorite thing about the shopping Sherlock is that even the people that aren't interested in working the business with me still take my product and they make me money. So even the no's really make me money in this business. I love it.
All right. Thank you, Eddie. First, okay, tell me your name and where you're from.
I'm Karen Parsons from Dover, Delaware.
Now, we were at the end of the Sherlock cruise. Tell me your feelings about what you've experienced so far.
Wow. It's been awesome. Just being able to get together with everybody, our Sherlock family from around the world, is just tremendous. Being able to talk nuts and bolts and knowing where we're going and what's coming, it's just phenomenal. I can't say enough about how exciting it is where we're headed.
Great. All right. Next.
Thomas Bang, Las Vegas, Nevada, soon to be Los Angeles, California again. Where is everyone else? Where are you guys? Seriously. That's all I have to say. You guys missed out on a lot of cool experiences, getting to know one another on a personal level, as well as, what we're going to be featuring later this year. So hopefully we'll see you at the next event.
Fantastic. And we have
Sherry Tabb, Indianapolis, Indiana, very soon to be back home in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'd have to reiterate what these guys said. It's just been a tremendous event to rub elbows with people that you see their names, hear their names, you may be on a video or a webinar with them, but to spend time with them and get to know their stories and what's going on. And like Thomas said, you need to be here. The next one, there's nothing that replaces the physical presence at these events, not just to find out what's happening with the company and where we're going, but to feel the excitement and to share just the word of the Sherlock and where we're going. See you next time.
All right, Sergey, tell us what we're about to do. What are we about to do?
You're supposed to wear like shorts, swimming
Your Speedos?
Bloody snorkel.
Going snorkeling. You guys ready? Snorkel time.
What I'm about to do,
oh, yeah.
What I'm about to do is swing the shark. You want to say, if you want to make a fortune in our business, become a shark.
That's right. Hey, Chuck. All right. Let's do a test. You guys can hear me clearly. Type Y in the chat box. Yeah, that's it. I'm getting back on a plane, going back to Miami, getting back on the boat. That was just a few days ago, and I'm already missing it. Yeah, man. When we were in Jamaica, we had to talk, speak like a Jamaican. So what were those words, Jones? Ariman, yeah, man, No problem, man, or something like that. But we had a fantastic time, and the only regret is that not all of you were there. But that's okay because we're going to be doing it again. The next event is going to be in Birmingham, UK, September 12th through the 13th. And I already got, all I have to do now is book my flight. But I'll be there and looking forward to that event. The next cruise, now do not quote me on this, but the next cruise that we take, we're looking at taking it in the Mediterranean, leaving port in Southampton, UK. And that would probably happen during the summertime of 2016, July or August. Don't quote me on that. We're still thinking about it. We'll have to put the logistics together, but we definitely will be doing a cruise again because that was a whole lot of fun. That was my very first cruise. Now, one of the women you saw in there her name was Miles Galindo, and she was sharing me her story, and I'm not going to share her story. I'll let her share her own story about what she's gone through in her personal life and her business life. And she shared with me, it was a video that I did. I got to go on YouTube and find that video. But it was a video on feel, felt, and found, and that how that has helped her, and a lot of the other motivational videos, but in just training and knowing how to talk to people, how to approach people. See, the one thing you must understand about our business and industry is that this is a people business. You've got to get comfortable talking to people. People want to know that you care, not how much money you want to make from them. So how do you talk about your business? How do you invite them about your business? You don't just run around telling everybody, hey, are you open to making some money? Are you open to making some money? You want to make some money? Nobody wants to hear that. They'll say no before you can even tell them the name of your company. That's not how you do it. See, know this number one rule. If you can write this down somewhere where you can always remember it and see it, is people like to buy. They don't like to be sold. People like to buy. They don't like to be sold. Don't you hate it when you go to a car dealership and before you can even start browsing the cars, you got some pushy salesman coming up to you, trying to point you in the most expensive car direction? You just want to look. You want to buy. The best car salesmen are not the ones who hassle you like that. They're the ones who allow you to buy. But they will paint a picture for you. Like you're walking through the showroom, right? And you're there to buy a minivan, but hey, since I'm here at the dealership, I might as well, take a look at the Corvette, right? The convertible. And as you're looking at it, the dealer happens to throw you the keys. Oh, go ahead, take a sit in the car. Yeah, sit down in it. Turn on the engine. Wrap your hands on that steering wheel. See, the salesperson puts you in dream mode. A good salesperson makes you feel what it is they want you to buy before your brain registers the logic behind it. You realize most people buy on emotion, not logic? We get married based on emotion and not logic. We buy cars based on emotion, not logic. Yeah, I know it was more logical to get the $15,000 car, but my emotions say I look good in that $35,000 car. Driving down PCH here in California with the top down and the wind blowing in your hair with your sunglasses on and 90-degree weather. I look cooler than being in the minivan. So think about that. It's emotions. That's why they always have that buyer's remorse syndrome. Because after the buyer buys something, then logic starts to kick in. How much money did I just spend? I can't believe I just spent all that money. But it's all about emotions and feelings. And this is a skill, feel, felt, found, that I learned probably, I think it was my first year in network marketing. I was in a company called ACN. And many of the trainers taught this, but the first person that I heard that taught this was a gentleman by the name of Steve Carter. He's one of the top producers, makes about $70,000 a month or so, in a company called 5 Links. He was based out of Chicago. I think he lives down in Houston now. But Steve did this training, and it stuck with me ever since. And I made it a point to master this. And once you master this, recruiting becomes easy. It becomes simple. That's how I'm able to recruit over 100 people at any given time. And guess what? Not one of them did I ever go up to and start pitching them on my business. Not one of them did I run up to and hand them my business card saying, hey, if you're open to making some money, give me a call. Take a look at my website. Nope. I have conversations with them. I may talk to them for a month before I ever talk about my business. And the first part of this trifecta is called the feel. Feel means listen, 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 and listen some more. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. You want to use it in that proportion. Whenever 2 human beings communicate with each other, the average communication works like this. While one person talks, the other person isn't listening. They're waiting for you to finish so that they can say what they want to say. And they talk at each other and not to each other. It's like a duel just to get your points out there. My father taught me a trick in high school. See, freshman, sophomore, and junior year, I wasn't the best looking guy out there. Far from it. People used to call me Urkel. You know, remember the TV show, Urkel? I had a big nose and a little head, so people also called me Scottie Pippen. I was in high school in the early 90s. Or there was a rap group, Digital Underground, Humpty Hump, because I had a big nose. And I remember being embarrassed so many times from girls that shot me down. And my dad taught me a trick. And he said, you got to understand how girls think. And I know it's hard to really understand how girls think and women think. But there's one universal thing about women. Women love conversation. And he said, when you talk to the girls, shut up and just listen. And everything that she says, agree, nod your head, say how fantastic, how great that is. Wow, you're so amazing. And compliment. Listen and compliment. And that's what I did. I didn't believe it at first, but I tried it out. And at the end of the conversation, where I only said 2 or 3 words, the girl would say, wow, you are the best person to have a conversation with, to talk to. I feel like I could talk to you about anything. Teenage girls love to talk. Teenage boys love to talk about themselves. You see why they kind of can't communicate with each other too well? Teenage girls love to talk. Teenage boys love to talk about themselves. So if you're a teenage boy, you learn to shut up and let her talk and just listen and answer when she wants you to say something. And I became very popular amongst the girls because I listened to them when other guys wouldn't. The other guys just wanted to look at them. Yeah, of course I wanted to look at them, but I learned to listen. Then I had my transformation where I went from Urkel to Stefan my senior year. Oh, it was like it was a double whammy on them. I had a lot of fun my senior year. But that always stuck with me. So when you're out there and you meet new people, because that's what this business is going to take. It's not going to be friends and family. I know the old saying, write down, make a list out of all the people that you know. Call them up, your friends and family. Tell them about the business. No. I'm not saying don't do it, but you do it to practice. In fact, you approach them not by trying to get them into your business, but by letting them know what it is you're doing and asking if they know anybody who might be interested. That's how you talk to your friends and family about your business. That way, you're still letting them know you're doing something. You're exposing them to it without them feeling the pressure. And you never know. One of your family members or friends may say, wow, that sounds interesting. Tell me more. How can I be involved in it? Instead of you calling them up, hey cousin, man, I just saw this thing. I went to this business meeting. You got to come to this meeting. You got to see what this is all about. No, I'm good. I don't think so. No, thank you. I've been in one of those things before. I don't want to hear about it. Isn't that what you get from friends and family? But what if you say to this, hey cousin, you won't believe. I got in something ultimately fantastic. I know you don't have a lot of time. It's not for you. But I got to show you what it is because you know a lot of people. You're the man. Everybody looks up to you. You may know somebody who might be interested in this. It's reverse psychology. Your cousin or friend or family, well, what do you mean I'm not interested? How do you know I'm not interested? I don't even know what it is. You're making a judgment for me. Hey, I just know how you are. I'm just saying. I got involved in something. I'm not looking for you to get involved, but you may know somebody. So I'm asking for your help. And then the family, oh yeah, well, I want to do it too. You see how that reverse psychology works with friends and family? But anyways, this feel felt down is not for friends and family. This is for people you don't know. Friends and family is not going to get you to the other side of the railroad tracks. If that was the case, you would already be there. Know that going in. It's going to be new people you don't know. You want to know, in my entire career, the people who have made me the most money has never been the people I have personally enrolled. Never. It's always been people they've enrolled, and not even them, but maybe 4, 5, 6 levels deep, removed. There's an edification process on why that works as well, which maybe another time I'll do training on just edification. But 6, 7 levels removed from you, those are the ones who make you the most money. Always remember that. When you enroll somebody in the business, you want to get to as many people they know as fast as possible before that person decides to go up and quit for whatever reason. So when you find and meet a new person for the first time, here's how the conversation should go. And over time, you're going to mess this up your first time doing it. But practice makes perfect. This cannot be mastered by me teaching it. It is only going to be mastered by you applying it. I'm just going to show you the steps. So you're talking to somebody new for the first time, and you let them know, hey, how are you doing? What do you do for a living? So there's certain questions you ask. What do you do for a living? No matter what they tell you, you make it seem like it's the greatest thing next to sliced bread. Oh, really? How great. Wow. That's awesome. How long have you been doing that? Great. I bet you're very successful. Here's the one thing that people do all the time. People will always try to make it seem what they're doing the best. Always. First impression type. But if you kind of overdo it with them, the truth always comes out. The more you let them talk, the more the truth comes out. People can only lie for so long before they automatically start telling the truth. So after you're hyping them up on whatever they're doing, and you talk about, man, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I know you're going to be making a lot of money. Here's what the truth is. Well, not really. It's not really all that great. I kind of hate my job, actually. Oh, well, sad to hear that. Tell me more. Well, I spent all this money on college, finally got the dream job, and it's not all that it's cracked up to be. I don't even like the people I work with. Oh, really? Tell me more. Just listen. People will spill their life story on whoever will listen to them because most people don't listen. So when they come across somebody who does, they take advantage of it. and will tell you everything. You guys have heard me do the training on the 4 personality traits: shark, whale, dolphin, and urchin. And now I'm kicking myself. I should have started off with that on this training, but you guys have heard me do it before. And the more they talk, the more you're going to quickly realize what type of personality they are, whether they're a shark, a whale, a dolphin, or urchin, so you know how to approach them later on in the conversation. So that's for another training, the personality traits. But you're listening to them. Now you've gained their respect because you've done what 99% of most people won't do, and that's listen to somebody else. They will look at you like a best friend at this point because they just shared their story with you. You've created a bond. You've connected. Even though you haven't said anything, you just listen to them. The next thing you do, you move into felt. Relate, 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 relate. Whatever they tell you, you now want to relate to seal the bond. See, it's one thing to hear somebody, it's another to understand. And when you let them know that you understand what they're talking about and where they're coming from, you've now created a bond. Wow, this person really gets me. So how do you relate? Well, let's say somebody tells you a story that kind of goes like this. Spent all my money in college, graduated, took a long time for me to find a job. The people I was working with barely have a GED. I'm not making enough money. I have kids and a family. I've got a mortgage to pay. I got laid off in the past before. I'm afraid I might get laid off now. I'm not making enough money. I'm not all that happy with the way my life currently is right now. All right, we've all heard a story like that. So how do you relate? You know what? I completely understand what you're saying. I was in the exact same boat. In fact, I actually got laid off before I graduated from college because the job that I had, that they hired me before I graduated, they cut the entire division before I even had a chance to graduate. So I got laid off. I know how you feel. See what you're doing here? You're connecting. You're creating a bond. Let's say you can't relate to what they're saying. But you know, this is why it's so important to know the stories of other people in your business, because you can share someone else's story. Like, for example, I could say, you know, I know exactly how you feel. I once worked with a guy who was a salesman for 17 years, never went to college. That's all he knows. They pulled him in on Christmas vacation and told him that his services are no longer required. And what even made it worse was in California, back before, you know, the Obamacare and Medicare, all that good stuff, you had to be on Cobra if you got fired. And Cobra really costs like $500 to $600 a month for health insurance. And his health, and it only lasts for 3 months, or 3 months before you get onto the Cobra, the company has to pay for. And he ended up having a stroke and in the hospital. And on his hospital bed, his wife doesn't work. His mother-in-law lives with him. He has a daughter. He was the only one bringing money in. And his wife comes in and tells him that the insurance ran out a week before he had the stroke. So now he's got to figure out how to pay for this while he's laying in the hospital bed at the same time. Talk about stress about to have another stroke. See, you relate with stories. If you're on the cruise, you heard Michael Weeder and Manesh talk about creating your own story. Tell your story. Share your story. You relate. They shared with you. You now share with them. Felt. Feel, felt. Here's the third. This is the trap. Found. Solution, 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 solution. You got to have a solution. Men are good at this. Men are problem solvers. We see a problem, we want to find the solution for it right then and there. Women don't operate the same way. It doesn't mean women are not problem solvers, because they can actually solve problems better than men when they put their mind to it. in a more logical way. Women are more emotional than men are. If you are married, and I'm going to speak to the men, you have a wife. Have you ever experienced this before? Your wife comes to you with a problem, and she starts talking to you about it. And as a man, in our mind, we're already thinking, okay, what's the solution to this so she can stop whining about this? And you give her a solution, and she gets mad at you. Have you ever experienced that before? I do all the time. You want to know why? She did not want a solution. She just wanted to vent. She just wanted to share. She just wanted to talk about the issue. Women do this with each other all the time. They're not necessarily looking for a solution. They just wanted you to listen to them. But in this case, you are going to supply the solution to their problem. Without even realizing it, they already told you their problem. You go to any Fortune 500 CEO and you listen to read their articles, listen to what they speak, and they always say, our job is to find solutions to people's problems. If we can find a solution to somebody's problem, we'll become a billion-dollar company. All we have to do is figure out what problems do people have out there, and I can find a solution for it. What? People want to go long distances, but not everybody has a horse? Okay, let's invent a car. Let's invent an airplane. Let's invent the computer. Let's invent the television. Let's invent this, that, whatever. All business is about is solving a solution. Shopping Sherlock, we solve a solution. We have a solution to people's problem. They want to save money. They're not making enough money, but they still need to go shopping. That's a problem. What's the solution? Shopping Sherlock helps you save both time and money. Solution. So somebody's telling you the problems of their life story, their problem. You related to their problem by telling them your issue or somebody else's story. So now you both had the same problem. You understand what's going on here? And then this is what you do. You know, I understand exactly how you feel. I felt the same way too one time in my life. See how you feel, the felt? I felt the same way you did. Or I know somebody who felt the same way you did. But you know what we found out? You know what I found out? You know what they found out? They got involved in a home-based business, put their head down and went to work, and was able to retire and walk off their job. Wow, it's a great story. Huh. Did you say the name of the business? No. Did you talk about the product? No. Did you talk about a compensation plan? No. All you did was shared a solution to somebody's problem. And the other person in their mind, this is what's taking, whether they realize it or not, wow, if that person found a solution to their problem and their problem was the same as my problem, maybe their solution could be my solution. Understand one thing about people. More than we like to admit it, we love to keep up with the Joneses. We hate that somebody else is getting over on something and we're not as well. If they're going to get it, we want to get it as well. That's human nature. So they don't even think of doing this. It's just psychology. They do it automatically. You set their brain up for this. The entire conversation was a setup. And when you master this, you have fun with it. When I talk to people, I already know exactly how the conversation is going to go. I'm going to give you an example. I did this with John on the boat. Last night there was Wednesday night. Everybody was partying in the Blue Bar, and John was working. John invited a new person. And John's new person has a life story, has a career. And John pulled me out to speak to him. And I asked him about his career and what he does for a living and where he wants to go. I'm not going to tell all his business. He might even be on this presentation. I don't know. So I'm not going to tell his business. But I wanted to know what it was he does for a living. Is he satisfied with that? Where does he see himself 5 years from now? Kyle is. There's Kyle. Kyle, didn't we have this conversation? Where does Kyle want to be 5 years from now? Are you in the right place? I will tell this part. Kyle lives in one state. I think it's Indiana, Kyle, if I get that right. And your girlfriend lives in Florida. And one problem is he wants to spend time with his girlfriend, but does not have the resources to do so. So what's the solution to that problem? Kyle needs to make more money, or Kyle needs to be able to have more time. See, one thing that we find with most people is they either have a lot of time and no money, or a lot of money and no time. The worst is when you find people who have no money and no time. That's the worst. The best scenario is to have, how would you like to have a lot of money and time at the same time together? How would you like to be able to take a trip on a cruise and all your bills are already paid for? And you're in the middle of the work week and you don't have to rush back to a job. How would you like that scenario? You have both time and money. Well, there's a solution for that. And if I was able to figure it out, then maybe my solution could be Kyle's solution. So I don't have to sell Kyle on the business. Kyle is going to buy the business. People like to buy. They don't like to be sold. Feel, felt, found. This one training that I learned to master is why I don't have to work a 9-to-5 job. Because I learned how to talk to people. I wish I had more time with you, Kyle, while we were on the boat. But I commend you on, even though you're on a vacation, you had the sense enough and it sounded up to say, hey, what are these guys doing over here? How would you like every day to be a Friday? That's what we do. We don't sell people on anything. We paint a picture of the dream. We figure out what it is somebody wants in their life and see if we have a solution for them, a match. But I got to tell you, Shopping Sherlock is not for everybody. Could everybody do it? Absolutely. When I say it's not for everybody, I mean not everybody is willing to do what it takes to become successful. And that goes for any field in life, any business, traditional business as well. Traditional business is so much harder than network marketing. And when you really, take yourself out of the box, because we were trained since birth to get a 9-to-5 job. I mean, our schedule in school, we get up in the morning, we have breakfast, we go to school, we have lunch, we have afternoon school, we go home, we have dinner, we do our homework. And then when you finally graduate from school, you get a job, you do the same thing. You wake up early, you go in rush hour traffic, you go to your job, you have lunch, you work in the afternoon, try to stay awake. You leave work, you come home, have dinner, watch TV, and do it all over again 5 days out of the week for 40 years of your life. And what's the benefit? Well, they say, well, you're making money to pay your bills. I wasn't born to pay bills. That's not my life goal. Just to make money to pay my bills. No, and then die. I think we're meant to be here to do much more than that. And if I'm a good worker, maybe in 4 or 5 years, I can become the supervisor and get a 2 to 3% raise. One thing that I did when I was working a job, and I looked at not my boss, but my boss's 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 boss. And I looked at their lifestyle and said, wow, that person's making probably $40,000, $50,000 a year more than me. It took that person 30 years to get to that position. So wait a minute. 30 years to make an extra $40,000 a year? Wow. When we have a woman in Kazakhstan who's already made $55,000 in September. Home-based business is the way to go. And you have a solution to people's problem. Your job is to share that solution with as many people as possible and let them buy it, not shove it down their throat. Remember, 97% of the people out there are meant to be broke, not because that's just a hierarchy, it's because of mindset. It's statistics, it's the numbers. Only 3% of the population will ever make the decision to get out of the rat race, do something different than they were taught from school, to go to school and get a good job, and actually be a rebel and become rich. They don't teach you how to be rich in school. They teach you how to be an employee. It's like you're in the Matrix. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So they sell us on this dream that if we work hard, we're just going to have the house and the white picket fence. That's not reality. Times have changed. So if you want more out of life, you must be willing to do more. You have to make different decisions than what you currently have. And you have to have the understanding that it's not going to happen overnight. I love Tyler Perry's story. It took him 8 years of people saying no, 8 years of people saying it's not going to work, 8 years of spending money and losing it before he had his first break. And now he's worth over $400 million. We all see people's success, but we never look at what they had to do to get to where they are. I went 10 years in this industry broke. But I didn't give up. I didn't stop. Why? Because the alternative was being on my job for 40 years, being just over broke. That's what a job stands for, J-O-B, just over broke, one paycheck away from living on the streets. That's what most people are right now. One paycheck away from major financial problems. That was my alternative if I decided to quit. So I just kept going. Next thing you know, it just exploded. My business exploded. Life's never been the same. And that is possible for everybody. Just not everybody's going to be willing to do the work. And with that, that is the training for tonight. What I will do is end, as I always do for mindset training, which is titled Focus on the Goal and Not the Task. This was Feel, Felt, Found. I hope you guys take this to heart. And I did record this. It's a 2-hour. Well, if you combine this with the presentation, we're going almost 2 hours now. I don't know, yeah, hour and a half. And I'll have this recording up for you guys to always go back to look at. And it's been a year since I've done this training, so really take this to heart. This is my glue. So with that, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We had a fantastic time on the cruise. Look forward to seeing you guys in the UK. And we are having some events in May. In May, we are having May 9th, St. Louis, Michael Weeder, and in Los Angeles, I'm going to be doing an event at the same exact time, simulcast. Kyle, I post this. One thing you want to go to is, let me give you my website here, ceostraining.info. That'll put you on our mailing list, and I'm going to post the video there. I post it on Facebook, and John will get it to you as well. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. I'm hyped up right now, ready to go to work. Here is our last video. God bless and good night. Bye.